x equal to 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and y equal to 1, 1, 0, 0, 1 are two 5-bit binary number represented in 2's complement format. The sum of x and y represented in 2's complement format using 6-bit is. So before doing this question, we have to understand what is 2's complement. In 2's complement representation, we use the first bit, also called as most significant bit, as the sign bit. If it is 0, that means the number is a positive number. If it is 1, that means the number is a negative number. Suppose I write it as 0, 1, 1, 0. That means this number is a positive number. If I write it as 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, that means the MSB bit is 1. So that means that this number is a negative number. Now, how to get the magnitude of a positive number or a negative number? To get the magnitude, if the number is a positive number, then just leave the MSB bit and make the binary equivalent of this number. So this will be the decimal equivalent of this number will be 8 plus 4 plus 2, 14. And if the number is a negative number, then how to get the decimal equivalent of this number? Just takes the 2's complement of this number, and whatever the number will come will be the magnitude of that number. Now, how to take the 2's complement? First step is step 1. Step 1, you just replace 1 by 0 and 0 by 1. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. And step 2, you add 1 to the above number. Now after adding, we will get 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Now, this is the magnitude of this negative number. The magnitude is 4 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 7. That means this is a minus 7. So after adding plus 14 and minus 7, we will get the number as plus 7. So our answer is plus 7. From all the options, this is a negative number because the MSB bit is 1. This is also a negative number. This is a positive number but with a magnitude of 8. And this is a positive number with a magnitude of plus 7. So this is the answer. Let's move to our second question. The second question is 2's complement number having sign bit x and y are added and sign bit of the result is z. Then the occurrence of overflow is indicated by Boolean function. For this we have to understand what is overflow. Suppose we take two 4-bit number. Take any number, like we take 7 and 6. We have taken 7 and 6, two 4-bit number. If the result is represented by this 4-bit, then there is no overflow. If the result cannot be expressed in this 4-bit, then there is a overflow. We can see here 7 plus 6 is 13. So 13 cannot be represented by 4-bit number because the first bit is for sign bit. So by the remaining 3 bit we can represent maximum up to plus 7 and minimum up to minus 8. So using the 3-bit, using the 2's complement and using 4-bit number, we can maximum represent a number up to plus 7 and minimum up to minus 8. So 13 cannot be represented and the result will be like this: 1, 0, 1 is carry, 1, and 1 and 0. So if you look at this only these bits, you will see that this is a negative number, but the actual result is a positive numbers. That means here is a overflow. That means here is a overflow. He is saying that the MSB, one number is having MSB bit of x, other number is having MSB bit of y. That means this is x and this is 0, that's why x bar. This is 0, that's why this is y bar, and the result is z. The result is z. So from here we can say that one condition of overflow is x bar, y bar, z. Next, one more condition of overflow can be, suppose we take two number as -5, 1 0 1 1, and we take one more number -4, 1 1 0 0. -5 -4, obviously the result will be -9, and -9 cannot be represented by 2's complement number, because the minimum number that can be represented by a 2's complement number is -8. So here also we will get a overflow. Just check out this example. 1 1 1. Now 1 1 is 0 and carry is 1. So by looking at this 4-digit number, this is a +7. But we know that two negative number cannot bring a result a positive number. That's why this is also an overflow. Now looking at the MSB bit, this is x, this is y, and this is z bar. One more case, what we are getting here is x, y, z bar. That's why this is the answer. From option we can verify that option C is the correct answer. Let's move to our third question. In the third question, here a Boolean expression for the truth table is shown. This is the truth table. Now he is asking what will be the Boolean expression. By the option we can say that this is in POS form, product of some form, and we know that in POS form we collect 0. We collect only 0, whereas in SOP form we collect 1. So here the answer is in POS form, that's why I am collecting only the 0. Now 0 is in 0 1 2, 0 1 2, 3 is 1, 4 5 and 6, 4 5 and 7, sorry, 4 5 and 7. Now let's make a grouping of this. This could be a one grouping, this could be another grouping, and this could be a another grouping. So from here we can say that this is like 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So this is like B, because in POS form 0 is represented by B, and this will be, this one will be C, B bracket C, and this is A plus C, and the last one, this one is C bar, and here A bar plus C bar. So this is the answer from here, option A. Okay, let's move to our next question. A function f abc defined by three Boolean variable a, b and c, when expressed as sum of product is given by f equal to this, where a, b and c bar are the complements of the respective variable. The POS form of the function is, okay, he is given the SOP in SOP form. This is there. So from here we can write that this is like, this is m of 0, this is 0 1 0, matlab 2, m of 2, and this is m of 4. So in POS form we will get just opposite of what is there in SOP form. So in POS form we will get m of 1 3 5 6 7. So from here can say that the answer is, this is 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 3 0 1 0 1 5 1 1 0 6 and 1 1 1 7. That means this is the correct answer. The K-map for a Boolean function is shown in figure. The number of essential prime implicant for this function is. To find the essential prime implicant, first we have to make all the possible groupings. So here you can see this could be a one grouping, this could be another grouping, and this could be another grouping, and last this can also be a one grouping. Okay, so we have four possible grouping. So, and if you see that this grouping, in this grouping this min term have only one option, that is to make grouping with this one. Here also in this grouping this one has only one option to make grouping with this, and here also same, this one have only one option to make grouping with this, and this one also is a unique grouping. So here we have essential prime implicant equal to 4 and prime implicant is also equal to 4. So answer is 4. To better understand what is prime implicant and essential prime implicant, let's take other example. Suppose I take this as an example. This is 4 cross 4, and I make here is 1 1 1 1 1 and 1 1 1 1. First let's mix the grouping. So this could be a one grouping. Next this can be a second grouping, this can be a third grouping. Now these two ones are remaining, so this will be our fourth grouping. So here prime implicant is 4. Now see, remaining all the grouping are essential prime, but this grouping is not an essential prime because this one have one other option. One, it can make grouping with this also, it can make grouping with this also. Similarly this one also have one more option, this can make grouping with this also, this can make grouping with this also. So therefore this grouping is not an essential prime implicant, and the remaining three are essential. So EPI is 3 here in this example. I hope you have understand the concept of PI and EPI. Now at the end of this video I would like to give one bonus point, is that in 2's complement, if you have to represent a negative number, what you do, you just write a positive number, this is plus 5. Now you have to represent this in 2's complement, the negative of this number. Then what you will do, you will first replace 1 by 0 and 0 by 1, then add 1 to the result. Or in other words I can say, you will take 1's complement and you will add 1 to that number. I have a shortcut method. The shortcut method is that you up to the first one you write as it is, and after that complement all the number. 0 0 replaced by 1 and 0, and when this is minus 5. See, as we have done in the first example. Now you want to write minus 7, so this is plus 7. Here up to first one write 1 only, up to first one write 1 only. After that you just complement the number 0 0 1 1. You can see that 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1, this was minus 7 minus 7. So this is a shortcut method to get an answer. So I will end this video here. If you have any doubts, any queries or any questions related to digital electronics, you can post in the comment below. Thank you.